Going to turn to our reporter Alivia Hartpence. You're in Angelina County today talking about this new program or a seminar that's set to kick off in Angelina County. The Ag Extension office there hosting a cottage food seminar. Can you tell us more about it?
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I hope you can hear me here. I'm right by a road, but I'm currently here at the Cottage Food Law Seminar, and they're just talking a little bit about the new cottage food law that passed September 1st, which kind of makes access and the ability to start a small business and sell food easier and more accessible to local Texans. There are some rules and regulations that are still in play, but for the most part, it opens it up so more people can sell foods and make money doing so.
So, for someone who's wanting to take part of this seminar, what are some of the key points that they need to know going in?
So, unfortunately, the seminar itself has already happened today, but if you're interested in starting a business through a cottage food law or starting it through cottage food, then you can get your licensure online. And basically, what it kind of highlights is there are certain things that you can't sell. So, there are certain refrigerated items that you can't sell, and other things like you can't produce pet foods. But if you wanted to do maybe some sort of tea cake, or you wanted to do some sort of baked good that doesn't have to be refrigerated, this makes it easier so you don't have to have a commercial kitchen. You could do it out of your own house, and as long as you're labeling all of the allergens needed and you're making that very clear, you can sell it after paying, I think it said, around $7 for a license, and follow the rules and regulations there and just kind of start your business.
I'm just asking this question just purely out of curiosity. I have several friends who are selling eggs just simply because they have chickens and they're needing some place to do with those eggs. Does this fall under that criteria that they are setting forth?
Yeah, actually, you can sell eggs, but they do have a rule about milk. You can't sell any sort of raw milk or any sort of liquid in that sense. You can, like, if you're using your cow's milk to create a cake of some sort, that is okay. Eggs are okay, but you can't just sell it raw, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Okay, that helps. So when you were in this seminar, what were some of the key points that you thought was very interesting that some of us might not pick up on?
I would definitely say, I guess how much easier it is now. The fact that you don't need a commercial kitchen. A lot of it is just you have to create your own labels yourself. It's just a lot easier than it once was, but they really wanted to highlight that it's still important that you keep all of the same safety regulations as before, but a lot of it I think would be better received if you looked up that information. But it's just a lot easier to do so. So if you're interested, I think now is the time to start.
Very cool. Now, when does this law go in place or take effect?
This law took effect September 1st of this year. So it just
Okay.
started. That's kind of why they hosted this event today, to kind of go over everything that happened with the new law.
Just creating a sense of information and everything else if this is something that is interesting to people. I know this is going to be very interesting to many of our viewers here on East Texas Now. We appreciate you bringing us the details. Thank you so much, Olivia. When can we hear more about your full story airing later tonight?
This will be on at KTRE and KLTV at 6 p.m.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Olivia, live from Angelina County for the Ag Extension Office for their cottage food seminar. Thank